have in my hand here a crow's beak, or if you like naming things in foreign languages for no particular reason, it's a bec de corbin, which is French for crow's beak. And you can see the beak here, which gives it its name. It's not as long as a halberd. It's about the height of the wielder, and halberds are quite a bit longer. This was used generally not by the ordinary foot soldiers, but by knights in lots of armour, and they appear in the very late medieval, 15th century typically, so these are being used by guys in lots of armour against other guys who are also wearing loads and loads of very good plate armour. Now, according to Wikipedia, which as you know is the most totally reliable source in the world on everything, the difference between a bec de corbin and a Lucerne hammer is the shape of the hammerhead. The bec de corbin is split into 4 little bits, and the Lucerne has one central big bit. I would take that with a massive pinch of salt if I were you. In fact, I don't intend to waste much of my life trying to work out exactly which term I should be applying to exactly which weapon. Different people in different times in different countries used the same word to refer to different weapons, or different words to refer to the same weapon. It's all very vague. Sometimes the hammerhead was one shape, sometimes another. Sometimes it had studs sticking out the front for grip, and other times it was plain. Sometimes it was divided into 3 or 4 prongs. Sometimes instead of a beak there was a curved axe head. Sometimes the spike at the top was really long, and other times it was more modest in proportion. Sometimes the axe head, instead of being curved, was straight, and sometimes instead of a spike at the top there was a spearhead, but more often actually I think there was a spike. And sometimes the hammerhead had a little sort of beak-like protrusion. Essentially all these weapons are pretty much the same. You've got a 4 to 6 foot long stout stick, and at one end you've got a Swiss Army knife arrangement of killing cutlery. On one side they've got a bashy bit. On the top they've got a stabby bit. On the other side they've got either a cutty or a pecky bit. And at the bottom, either on one side or both, they've got a hooky bit. One obvious ancestor of these weapons is the warhammer. So you could say that all of these things are just like big overgrown warhammers. But another ancestor is perhaps the Danish axe, which is sort of the same, in that it's a long stout stick, at the top of which there is a cutty bit, a bashy bit, a stabby bit, and a hooky bit. Alright, so this is your new long axe, is it? And ow! Careful with that, that's really sharp. You could have someone's eye out with that.
Oh, yes, we wouldn't want somebody's eye out now with an axe, would we?
Are we French?
Norman.
Yeah, right, yeah, thought so.
Lindybeige!